Hello everyone, Jabman025 here. Today I'm taking a look at my older master raids, the Full Armor Double Zeta Gundam from the series Mobile Suit Double Zeta Gundam. There are two variations on this kit, two color variations, the standard Double Zeta colors, which I have here, and the Sentinel colors, which is a white and a blue, but they're basically the same kit except for a color swap. This was a requested review. I'm happy to take requests from my older kits, so let's have a look and see what we got. Now, some people think when you get a Full Armor Double Zeta, you basically get a Double Zeta with some extra things added on. This is partially true. See, the backpack's a little different, the shoulders are a little different, a couple of the armor pieces are a little different. This isn't the exact same thing you get with the Double Zeta, but it's similar. One problem this kit does have is posability, or lack thereof. You see, the shoulders don't connect very well and will pop off a lot. Basically, it's just a plug and a polycap. That's it. And since they're such big and bulky arms and shoulders, these will fall off a ton. Legs, not much better. Barely getting any bend out of them at all, but you will need both feet firmly planted on the ground at all times with this kit. However, this kit is not back heavy despite having such a big backpack, because on the feet here, see that has a little plug at the back, that keeps it fairly stable. Beam sabers, insanely huge beam sabers. You see it has a little plug here on the beam saber handle, which will plug into the back of the hand here. So surprisingly, as big as they are, it holds onto it fairly well with its standard 3-1 and then thumb hand. With the biggest beam saber blade you have ever seen. This is flat out ridiculous how huge this is. And it is kind of neat looking, but it's almost to the point of hilarity how huge that beam saber is. Missile packs on the back. Both of them open up as such. And you can keep those opened or closed, however you so desire. And that's kind of neat looking. And the armor itself. You got armor for the legs, the front skirt armor, the chest, and both arms. And that just plugs on right on top of the armor that's already there, so it's a second layer. You can see once that's on, now this kit, from what was already kind of big and bulky, is even more so. And whatever posability was there is now completely gone. The arms are even worse, the legs don't move at all. You pretty much have no posability anymore. It stands there and it looks pretty. It's a really neat looking kit. There are a lot of bad nubs on this kit, very little painting to do, and the decals are great on this kit. Lots of bonus decals, looks real good. Accessories, you see the twin Buster rifle here, which is actually in its flight mode at the moment. You flip those beams around, and then you hook it onto the arm as so. You can get a little bit of poses out of this, but really not much. The legs kind of want to move a little bit, but not by much, and same with the arms. See, the beam sabers, they work just about the same as they did before. You can get them in the hands, no problems, but you're not going to be doing a whole lot with them. Missile pods, you got even more now. Some on the arms, some on the chest. You can take the armor off there, and of course the ones on the back. So you can see if this thing decides to launch all missiles, you don't want to be in front of it, or behind it for that matter. And of course, the biggest gun by far is this cannon, which is to the point, again, of hilarity huge. It is insanely huge, this thing. Much bigger than Double Zeta itself. And you see, as big as it is, I was afraid it wouldn't get much detail, but no, there's a lot of detail in this. A lot of white parts, a lot of detailing. There is a tiny bit of painting you got to do on the gun there, a little bit of yellow, but that's about it. And you can see this plug here that plugs into the gun actually plugs into the backpack back here. So you take off one of those missile pods and hook it in there. You see, it's not really being held by the hand or the arm at all. I took the arm completely off. And it holds it up just fine, no balance issues. The machine chain that hooks into the back skirt armor can be a little of a pain to hook on, but once you got it, you're good. And it really does look impressive. You got to take this one bracket off the front of the shoulder here, so you can actually hold this thing and make it look like it's holding it. And then you just kind of rest the handle into the hand, give the illusion that this thing is actually holding this beast. And despite as big as it is and huge, it really has no balance issues because of those firmly planted legs. But this thing is amazing looking like this. It really does look like an armored tank. So what is the full Armor Double Zeta? It's a brick kit. It stands there and looks cool. I kind of compare it to the Master Grade EXS Gundam. When I built the full Armor Double Zeta, I put it in this pose. I have not moved it until I decided to do this review. That should give you an idea. It stands there, it looks cool. That's about it. Just like the EXS. It stands there, it looks neat, and that's about it. Final thoughts on this kit? I'm giving this kit a thumbs up. When you see the full Armor Double Zeta, you kind of expect it not to have the greatest posability. When I bought this kit, I was expecting a brick kit. That's exactly what I got. Brick kits, basically the rule is you're not going to get much posability on it, but it looks great. This kit looks great. It looks like a tank Gundam. It's huge, it's monstrous, big weapons, big armor. Looks amazing. But if you want to put it into a whole lot of poses, this isn't the kit for you. This is a good kit, but it's not for everybody. Well guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the review, hope you found it informative. If you got any questions, ask them. I'll answer them as best I can. Please leave a comment, you guys know I love reading them. And please stay tuned for more. I always got more reviews coming. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and one more thing. Gee, Brian, what are we going to do tonight? The same thing we do every night, Pinky. I'll let you guys decide which one's Brain and which one's Pinky.